What's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. It's Taco Tuesday, July 9th, and we've got 4 WNBA plays for you. Just a single game slate tonight, but we wanted to give you some extra plays that you can match with the tacos if you want to, if you like the plays. And also, don't sleep on Chalkboard. Chalkboard has really great discounts on Tuesdays as well. I think that they're even better than Prize Picks, but I like Prize Picks tacos as well. But Chalkboard, they run specials every single day, but they also have killer discounts on Taco Tuesday. So definitely take advantage of that if you are a Chalkboard user. If you haven't signed up for Prize Picks or Underdog yet, for Prize Picks, just use the promo code at the bottom of the screen. They'll give you a deposit match up to $100 for signing up. And then for Underdog, just use code BACKDOOR. They're going to give you a deposit match up to $250 and an instant pick'em special, which is like an additional discounted play to help you cash your first slip. So definitely take advantage of those and diversify the platforms you're on. It's the best way to gain an edge with daily fantasy. If you want to sign up for any of those, there's a link in the description of the video for all of our signups. And so let's talk about the plays we're getting into today. I'm taking Courtney Williams points and rebounds over 17.5. I'm getting this on Prize Picks and Underdog. I like the over here. And then Ari McDonald, 16.5 points and assists. I'm also taking the over on this, and I'm getting the same line on Prize Picks and Underdog. What are you getting into today, Jordy?
Yeah, so I'm taking two chicks from the same team. I'm only doing this because Russo has two plays from separate teams, but I like Alana Smith's first half fantasy score. Running it back with this one. I love this play over 16.5 on Prize Picks. On Underdog, we're taking her full game fantasy score over 30.5. So I still like the full game, but I like the first half just a little bit more. And then for Underdog, or for Prize Picks, we're taking Bridget Carlton's first half fantasy score under 11. And then on Underdog, we're taking her full game points under 11.5.
All right. Well, before we break into the details here, if you haven't signed up for Daily Grind yet, you get 25% off of your first subscription when you use code BACKDOOR. Just go to dgfantasy.com and you can apply that to any of the tools, and you can apply that 25% off for as long as you want to make your first subscription, all the way up to a year if you want to really take advantage of that discount. It's a killer tool. The DFS optimizer is our favorite. The AI slip generator is awesome too, but it's going to be even more awesome come football season. Because right now there's just not a whole lot of correlation going on, but still it's popping out some great slips. But yeah, all right. So code backdoor, dgfantasy.com. So let's start with Courtney Williams here. I like her to go over this. This is the last 5 doesn't look great. And don't forget, Outlier has this. Actually, let me see if I can. Yeah, so it doesn't make a huge difference, but we're getting at 17.5, not 18.5. So yeah, she's only done this in her most recent game, but I like her to get this done tonight. She did see a bump in minutes as well when she hit this last game. But if you look at the head-to-head here, she's gone over at 3 out of her last 6 head-to-heads. So I think this line's low enough, and the points allowed, 10th in points allowed. The rebounds matchup's a little bit more difficult, 4th in rebounds allowed. Let me just double check here. I think we've got some injuries here as well. So Nafisa Collier, she's a game time decision, so we'll see if she's probably not going to be at 100% if she does play. But she's a big piece of what they're doing out there. So if she's like minutes restriction or out of the game, I like a boost of minutes across the board for all their star players. So I think she can get this done at 17.5. If we take a look, actually, let me go to the last 5 here. She is averaging 26.7 minutes per game, just 1.6 fouls, not getting in foul trouble. She's taking a lot of shots, 11 attempts per game. She just needs to clean it up a little bit. She's only shooting 36% right now. But I do think that she might see a boost in her minutes again tonight if Collier is not 100%. So I like this to go over. If we head over to the optimizer here, they've got this favored to go over at just under 53%. So 52.99% odds to hit the over at 17.5. They have it at a minus 130. FanDuel has it at minus 125. We also got a minus 135 here. So go with your gut. If you don't like this play, just fade it. Always got to go with your gut no matter what you hear us talking about. But yeah, I like that to go over. So I'm going to be taking on both platforms. If we talk about Ari here, she's cleared this line over 3 out of her last 5. And 2 of those games, she did it on points alone. So this most recent game, she didn't really get as many minutes as she has been getting, usually up in the mid 30s, even the high 30s, almost 40 minutes a game. But again, this last game against Phoenix, just 24.8 minutes. The matchup is tough. So if that scares you off, just fade it or take the under if you prefer. But second in points allowed, first in assists allowed. But let's take a look at the injuries here. So for Minnesota, they do have Stephanie Talbot at game time decision, and Cameron Brink obviously out for the season. If we take a look at this, though, let me see the head-to-head here. So the last time she matched up, she went for 14 points, 7 assists. She's done this 2 out of her 4 head-to-head matchups here. Get a little bit more details here. Over these last 5, averaging 31.6 minutes a game, 3.2 fouls, 11.4 attempts. Also needs to clean up her shooting a little bit at 33%, but 5.8 3-point attempts per game, which isn't too bad. That's pretty high. Just shooting 31% though, but it's like, I don't mean to be that guy, but it is the WNBA. It's not like you're seeing crazy outside of like Caitlin Clark and a couple other shooters. You don't really see insane shooting percentages. Which shout out to Caitlin Clark. That triple-double was awesome. She is just really finding her groove here in the WNBA. It's awesome. But yeah, I like this to go over. I think she can get this done. And if we take a look at the optimizer here, so yeah, they've got this favor to go over. Just 51.01% odds to hit the over, minus 120. And we got minus 120 for everyone that has this at 16.5. So, on a single game slate, I like this to go over. If you want to just take her assists at 5, that is a discount on Prize Picks because we're getting it at 5.5 on a lot of other platforms. But I like the points and assists matched up together there, especially because 2 out of her last 5 games, she's cleared it on points alone. So I think 16.5, I think she can get this done for us. If you guys do want to check out this app Outlier, there's a link in the description. You can just try it out for free for 7 days. They're a partner of ours. And they just let you give it a test run. You can look into the details of the play that you're interested in taking. You can look at the matchup, injury reports, and get some insights about the player. So yeah, excited to have WNBA back today. We only get 1 game, but it's still better than no games at all. So, all right, Jordy, I'm passing it to you, bro.
Okay. Yeah, so to get into mine, sorry, I just had to restart because I was choking to death. I'm taking Alana Smith's first half fantasy score over 16.5. I love this line. She's gone over this in 5 straight games, 7 straight games. She's gone over this as well. So out of her last 10, she's gone over the 7 straight. Over the last 20, she's gone over it 11 times. She's really found her groove over the last 7 games, though. She's just been crushing this line. She's playing really good first half minutes too. Like, she's just super confident in the first half. So I'm a really big fan. I hope she can crush this line for us tonight. She's gone over this in 3 out of 5 head-to-heads as well. Just barely missing it in the last 2 head-to-heads, but her minutes have seen a significant bump in the first half since the last time she played them. So I think if she had those extra 5 minutes in those last 2 games, she would have crushed this line. As you can see, when she had 14 and 17 against them, she just went nuts in this matchup. So loving this line here. No daily grind odds on these ones because they're first half props. So for the full game, I will get into that in a second. But yeah, so loving that line for her. And then Bridget Carlton, I'm loving her under. If you look at this, like, she's only gone over this line 5 times out of the last 20 games. So, this just screams smash the under for me. We're getting that line at 11, and that's what we're looking at it at here. So, in the head-to-head, she's never gone over this line. The closest she got was 10.5 on 16, almost 17 minutes. So she's not a very active player in the first half. Hopefully tonight she doesn't just crush it on us, but like I said, she's only gone over this 5 times, 6 times on the year. So 6 out of 21 games she's only gone over this line. So feeling really good about the under here. The under looks great. Gone under 5 straight games in a row. Gone under 7 out of her last 10. So feeling really good about this one to go under. And then if we want to look at the full game here, her full game points, it's a little bit more sketchy, but the matchup is just kind of tough for her. 10th in points allowed, so I'm feeling pretty good about the under here. She's only gone over it in 2 out of 6 head-to-heads against them. She has been playing pretty decently over the full stretch of the game, so like she kind of catches up later on. But even at that, she's only gone over it 9 out of 20 games, so it's a little bit half and half. But I feel good about the matchup and her going under the 11.5 full game points. So if you don't like that, it's a little too close. I understand. It's just the best play I like for her. It's one game, so we're gonna have a little bit tighter lines. So just kind of expect that a little bit. For Alana Smith, for her fantasy score on underdog, she's just been pretty much killing it the same exact way. 4 out of 5 straight head-to-heads, or 4 out of 5 head-to-heads. She just barely missed it by 0.5 in the last and one of the matchups, or else she'd be 5 for 5 in the head-to-heads for the fantasy score on underdog. And over her last 10, she's only gone over 8 out of 20, but she does really good against the Vegas team here. So really feeling good about this one. So yeah, that's the two I've got for both platforms there. And like Russo was saying, if you guys want to check out Chalkboard, definitely go check them out. They run insane amounts of specials all the time, but on Tuesday you get even better ones. I love their lines over there, and the fact that you can alter them just makes it so much more, enjoyable, and you can get such crazy payouts. Like, his Courtney Smith play, you could take that at 17.5 and bump it up to like 18 or 19.5 if you feel like she's going to go for like 20.5 or 20. It's a lot of fun. So if you want to go do that, there's a link in the description. If you use that link in the description, it should auto-populate the code, but if it does not, use code BACKDOOR at checkout and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. And it is really fun over there at Chalkboard, so definitely go check them out. And that's what I got.
All right. If you guys want to join our Discord community, we have a lot of fun in here. We've been, yesterday was kind of a slow day. There wasn't a whole lot going on. But guys getting into esports and baseball still had a really good day. We have just a really great community though. The guys in here in our community, they get started at like 5:30 in the morning. And so we all work together. Consul is always in there at like, I'll get in there, hop in at like 8:30. And he's been in there for like 3 hours already, just talking shop and putting together plays. But also Moose, if you want to follow us on our socials, Moose is dropping plays every day on his socials. So there's a link in the description for all of our socials. But if you do want to join our Discord community, there's a link in the description for Patreon. Patreon just manages our subscriptions for our Discord right now, but we are going to be putting bonus content on Patreon soon as well, as soon as we start fantasy football. And so just go through the Patreon link, sign up, and then you go into your Patreon settings, and then you just connect external apps in the settings. It's really easy to do. Just connect your Discord, and it'll unlock all of our channels for you. You can hop in the community chat here and let us know you're new to the channel or to the Discord community, and we'll show you around because we kind of do have a rhythm to how we do things in here. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. We hope you have a great Taco Tuesday. Thanks again for supporting the channel. We really appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.